Pisces, welcome to August 2018. You'll never guess what happened. Oh, had all your videos recorded and then lost just three out of 12. Lost 3 videos. Sure enough, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius. And they were my longest videos. All I remember from the Pisces is when it comes to a relationship, a soulmate relationship, it was pretty much saying shit or get off the pot. It was saying, where is this relationship going? It's time to make some serious moves. Not quite yet, but start to really consider it. And I'm going to explain why not quite yet, which also explains the reason why I lost 3 videos. And that is all of these retrogrades in this eclipse season. So we're getting hit with like a triple eclipse. And we just got that last hit on July 28th in Aquarius. And when it comes to the eclipses come in and they're pushing out what is no longer serving us. So last year around this time we had that same eclipse, and now this is pretty much coming to the end of it. For instance, these retrogrades are crazy. Just almost lost it again. Okay, so the first retrograde, what I was saying was the eclipse season. This is now whatever eclipse began last August. This is now coming to the end of it. So it's eclipsing out what is no longer serving us. But it's the retrogrades really that have been the worst in my opinion. So we have 5 planets in retrograde right now. We have Mercury in retrograde. Mercury is a planet of communication, short distance travel, technology. So pretty much you want to just make sure that you're being careful before you delete anything and being careful before you press send. Then we have Mars in retrograde, and Mars is our energy and it's our desire and our passion and our will. So if you're feeling really lethargic, that's because your energy is just more embodied instead of putting that energy outward. So although you'll be coming up with all these amazing ideas, and Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde is giving you all these creative, amazing ideas, it's going to be really hard to force that energy out and to actually do anything with it. Then we have Neptune in retrograde, and Neptune is your ruling planet. So Neptune retrograde, yeah, that's been hitting you guys for a while. And it's just, like I said, it's just putting your creativity inward. Then we have Saturn retrograde. Saturn is a planet of organization and authority. So we're getting more serious. And then Pluto retrograde. When Pluto is retrograde, it makes us more internalized when it comes to our transformations and our life and death experiences and all of that depth and intensity that Pluto brings. So those 5 planets in retrograde plus the eclipse season it's been screwing everything up. It's been messing everything up. So right now, Pisces, you guys are feeling very powerless. I really hope that the messages that I lost comes through in this reading. This is honestly, I think only happened to me one time before. So hopefully it's the same kind of spread, because I remember the Pisces reading being really good. Anyway, so feeling powerless right now, guys. Feeling really like you don't know which step to take, which direction to turn. So you've just been grinding. You've just been focused on your responsibilities. You have the Queen of Swords here once again. So this person, as mentioned, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or somebody who has that energy. Very strict when it comes to their beliefs and very, very hard-headed, I want to say, but mainly because they have their eyes set in a particular way. They have their eyes set on their goal, and they're very forward-thinking, very forward-moving. There's an N or an H in their name, their first, middle, last name. So Queen of Swords is here. Is that the person who's been making you feel powerless? Is that the person that's been forcing you to work a little bit harder? New feelings, new thoughts, involved when it comes to this Queen of Swords and the responsibility that you've been putting on yourself and what the responsibility that this Queen of Swords has been putting on you. Plus, like I said, this powerlessness, just feeling very constricted, feeling very torn as well as to which direction you should take and which movement you should take. And you've been tiptoeing around a certain situation, and that's where we get back to the relationship, where it's, where is it going? What are you guys doing? It's time for a new frame of mind when it comes to these feelings of powerlessness and your responsibilities and new money, okay? So new thoughts, new power when it comes to your current situation involving the Queen of Swords, your responsibilities, and your feelings of powerlessness. Anything else that your subconscious wants Pisces to know? We have the 8 of Wands, which is all about opportunities, and opportunities also passing you by because of a concentrated effort on just one energy source, on one opportunity, on one work, on one thing, one job, one whatever, and allowing everything else to kind of pass you by because of that, okay? And what you haven't acknowledged, Pisces, are these 4 cards that are face down. Ooh, we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is all about giving and balance giving, making sure it's fair, making sure that you're not burdening yourself by over giving. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. So this is a money spread. This is definitely a power / money spread. You have the 5 of Pentacles, which is all about worries about your finances, worries about your power, worries about changes to your finances, worries about, I'm seeing like something trending. So worried about being able to continue to save if something were to come up that is trendy or that really pulls you into a space where you really want to put out your finances. Then we have the Hermit card, which is all about alone time, and then the 6 of Swords, which is moving on like it's your responsibility, moving on to easier times. So your subconscious wants you to know that, yeah, this month, Pisces, you're gonna be feeling a little bit powerless. You're gonna be feeling very like constricted. Where am I going? What am I doing? So because of that powerlessness, as a way to try and feel more empowered, you're gonna just start working harder. You're gonna be like, I'm just gonna focus on my responsibilities, and you're just gonna grind really hard, which is a nice change, a nice new beginning, and it will bring a lot of newness in. However, that powerlessness, coupled with the focus on your work and your responsibilities, is turning the Queen of Swords into somebody that, you know, you need to change your mind about. You need a new frame of mind when it comes to this Queen of Swords, because subconsciously, the reason why you feel so powerless and the reason why you've been burdening yourself so hard with all these responsibilities that a lot of them aren't even yours is because of this Queen of Swords judgment. So a new frame of mind is very important at this time, Pisces. New frame of mind, especially when it comes to the Queen of Swords. And then we have the new power, new energy, new power there, new money, recognition that you have a lot more opportunities for success, Pisces. It's just where you've been putting your power, where you've been putting your energy. Make sure that it's balanced. Make sure that it's fair. And this worry when it comes to it of the distribution of your power, that's what's forcing you to kind of go inward and to feel a little bit more like a hermit, like feeling a little bit more like maybe I should just, you know, stay with myself, because Queen of Swords is judging everything I've been doing, and I just feel really powerless over it. So Pisces, you've just gone inward, and that inward has allowed you to recognize that a new frame of mind is needed when it comes to your power and the power that you've been divvying out to people, and that will force you to change directions into smoother sailing, smoother surface. The first step is to recognize that this Queen of Swords person really is hindering your ability to feel confident with these new power changes that have come in. So you still have that worry there. So even if finances are great and your power is great, you still have that worry there, and that's stemming from the Queen of Swords because they're expecting way too much from you. Okay, so Pisces, August 2018. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The theme of this reading, Pisces, is your manifestation power. So what you're creating, especially when it comes to this King of Pentacles. So whether that's you creating this King of Pentacles energy, which is all about, it's pretty superficial. It's definitely superficial energy when it relates to a water sign, because the earth and the water sign, think about it. What does a water do to earth? You know, it turns it mud. It turns it into mud, which is sticky, which is icky, which is dirty. But water also into the earth, it feeds the earth, right? Water and earth, they go hand in hand. They need each other. So you're taking your Pisces energy right now and you're feeding your earth energy that exists within your chart. I'm sure there's at least one planet or something that has earth in your chart, but you are feeding your water energy into your earth energy to grow something, to manifest something, to create something. And what you're creating is change, okay? You're creating huge change that says, screw Queen of Swords, screw everybody else. I'm doing this based on my own happiness. It's really going to pull the rug out of underneath other people's feet, and it's really going to kind of knock them on their ass when it comes to their ego as well. But you're going to start to enjoy yourself. You're going to say, I've taken control of my thoughts. I'm sick and tired of feeling like I need to rest at home and relax and be in this prayer and meditation and be this Pisces energy that everybody, you know, looks up to and says, oh, they're the sage. No, I want to start feeding my earth energy and start to really create something more tangible, because your reputation is definitely at stake. You're being judged no matter what. It's not fair, the judgment that's been going on. So you're like, screw it. I might as well just be in more control of my thoughts and just, you know, do what I want to do without feeling like Queen of Swords and other energies and other entities are taken from me. And I say entities because as a Pisces, you guys are psychic sponges. So no matter what, no matter where you go, people automatically are going to try and pull from you. They want either your power, your energy, your optimism, your security, your love, your life, your whatever they can pull from you. They're just like, gimme, 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 Pisces. And as a Pisces, you give compassionately, you give generously, and a lot of the times you give to a point where it's self-undoing. You would give your heart to somebody knowing that it's going to kill you. That's just the Pisces energy. Self-undoing, sacrifice, compassion. It's so beautiful, but it's getting to a point now where it's too much. It is far too much. It's time now to take that energy and put it back into yourself. Be selfish. Be selfish. Like, I know that that sounds brutal, but this is August. This is an August month. It's the end of the summer. It's an 8th energy, which is all about your power and your authority. This is the year in numerology. It's a number 11. It's all about recognition within your relationships that, that's not serving my highest good. That's pulling from me in a negative way. Get selfish so you can protect yourself and so you can start to give back compassionately and generously to those who deserve it and those who have earned it. That's the one thing with the Pisces. People constantly go to them saying, I deserve this from you. And it's like, whoa, why? Since what have you done for me lately? You know, and I'm not talking about the tangible things, because a lot of the times people come to Pisces being like, well, I did this for you tangibly, but emotionally they're void. Emotionally they're vacant, and emotionally they haven't given you anything. So it's like, how dare you say that you deserve something from me when all you've given me is something tangible, and now I'm just trying to take that emotional energy and create something tangible for myself, but you're pulling that emotional energy from me because all you have is tangible stuff. You don't have the emotional strength that a Pisces has, that I have. See what I'm saying? So the situation at hand, Pisces, this month, August 2018, is you're going to be fighting a lot. You're going to be fighting a lot. A lot of arguments, a lot of bullshit. A lot of people yapping in your ear. A lot of people telling you what you should or shouldn't be doing. Oh, but back in the day, Pisces, when you were like this, yada, 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 I was able to take advantage of you. So you're really going to start to see, Pisces, hey, yeah, in the past, I may have been, you know, more fancy-free, more fluid, you know, more go with it, more adaptable, more mutable, like the Pisces energy. But now you're going to a point, Pisces, where it's scorched earth and your emotions have run dry and people are seeing that, and that's where these arguments are going to start to come up from, because they're like, what is going on? Why can't I pull from my Pisces anymore? Where did they go? And you're just like, screw you. The obstacle and the aid to this energy, Pisces. So the obstacle, what's fueling these arguments, but what's also helping these arguments is the amount of work that you've done so far, is how proud you should be of the amount of work that you've done so far. The reason why people are arguing with you and feeling like, well, what are you doing, Pisces, is because they don't have that strength to be able to balance and cater to a bunch of different things at once. This overburden of responsibility, Pisces, is very admirable. People see that you're working hard, you're taking care of the home, you're taking care of your loved ones, you're taking care of your family, your friends, you're taking care of yourself. They see that, and that's where the arguments come in, because it's not enough for certain people, because now you're starting to balance out all areas. Even though it's completely restricting on you, you're balancing out all areas, and the people who you never put boundaries up for before are scrambling, are like, but wait, I'm supposed to get 100% of your time and energy, and they're scrambling, okay? That's the funny thing. When you put up boundaries, it's only the people that have a problem with your boundaries and who have been taken advantage that have an issue with it, right? Okay, so subconsciously, Pisces, you recognize now that your ships have come in, what you've been creating, what you've been manifesting, what you've been working so hard for has now come in. And that is fueling these fights. You're thinking, you're sad about it. You're upset. You don't want to fight with these people you love endlessly. The Pisces energy, my best friend has her Venus in the 12th house, which is all about the Pisces rules that 12th house. And She is so compassionate when it comes to lovers. She pulls in these people who are down and out, the downtrodden or whatever they call it, the people who are down and out and who really need help. And that's why, Pisces, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to kind of say, screw you with all this arguing and fighting about the past and who you used to be. It's going to be really hard for you to say, I've moved on, I'm letting go. Like, you're going to feel remorse about it. You're going to feel sad that you have to close this chapter. But in your heart, you know that you're uncomfortable where you're at now, okay? You've gone through a major transformation, okay? So you right now are definitely trying to balance your power out when it comes to these relationships. It's going to be a smudge. It's going to be a smudge on your record. It's going to be a smudge on your reputation. It's just what it is, you know? Like, I'm sorry, but that's what needs to happen. Family and friends, they're so used to you making these sacrifices that they're going to expect you to continue to make sacrifices for them. And that's where this, you trying to find your balance comes in. You trying to just feel supported and secure. You're an old soul, so you definitely see a different side of the world that the people in your life do see as well. And that's creating a lot of internal conflict. And that's truly the reason why you can't sleep at night, is because you're internally conflicted. This is your hope and fear card, Pisces. You hope to be pinned down by your thoughts, but you fear it as well. I think that when you're at this point, you can easily tell people to screw off without feeling bad. But you know that when you get to this point, that sucks for you. But you almost want to get to this point just so that you have an excuse to be like, people, leave me alone. I'm like this right now. I'm overburdened with responsibilities. I'm completely pinned down, and I can't be there for you like I used to be. So you hope for this to kind of clear up the fighting, for people to be like, oh, okay, that's why you're completely pinned down. I understand. But you fear it as well, because being pinned down isn't going to feel good. No. Okay, so the outcome of this reading, Pisces, the first step is to recognize that this is more of an internal conflict because you're so generous and because you've been doing a lot of sacrifices. And now this month and the remaining of the year, you're going to say, what about me? It's now time for me to feel comfortable. And you're not going to sleep well at night because of it, but it's what's needed to be done. It's going to go a little bit against your natural inhibitions. However, it's what's needed. This is the first step. Second, you're going to be like, okay, my partner is the most important. So pushing out all the responsibilities, pushing out all the arguing, all the fighting, especially Queen of Swords, pushing all this out and saying, I'm having an internal conflict, trying to balance my power when at the end of the day, it all comes down to my partner. So this is the first step to recognize, yeah, you're going to feel a little bit conflicted when it comes to where you lay your bed at night, a little bit insecure there, a little feelings of inner conflict. Focus on your partner, focus on this other person, the one that means the most to you, the one who should have 100% of your energy, 100% of your time, and emotional energy. Focusing on this person, and then look at the end, Pisces. Look at this. Happy family. So I'm still going to have the same title as I did for the last Pisces reading, which is, where is this relationship going? Because I do still think that rings true with this reading, because your partner is the one who's going to be needing the most of your emotional energy right now. And all these other people that are pulling from you, and you know exactly who they are, Pisces, even if they're a parent, even if they're a sibling, even if they're a child, you can't pour from an empty cup. So you need to get back to a place with your partner where you guys can be a united front and then move forward in that way, okay? Because you've been doing it alone but together for far too long, and it's time to show your partner, hey, I'm not just 9% here for you and then, 91% separated in all these other areas. No, I'm 100% here for you. Together, we will re-up each other, we will empower each other, and then move forward and tackle the things in front of us together. So the first step, this person is alone. You're having an inner conflict right now with your sacrifices and your generosity and your compassion, Pisces, but the person who needs it the most is your partner, and with that energy, look where it's going to lead up. So Pisces, hope you have an amazing August 2018. Remember, September is the peak. When it comes to numerology, September is the peak of your personal year. And what that means is September is turning point. We got a big year. Like, I'm really, really curious. It's an 11 year. I'm so nervous to see what happens next September, because universally it is going to be some sort of spiritual shift where it's one for the books. So the last time we had this was when Barack Obama was elected president, was in 2009, and that created that shift, right? So this is now that next year where we're going to see something like that, where it's like, what, you know, first black president, like something like that, where it's going to be something crazy, and it's creating a shift for the next decade or 8 to 9 years. Okay, Pisces, love you guys so much. I will see you in September. Oh, as always, please comment, like, subscribe, and share. And if you'd like a personalized reading, my email address is below. I include astrology, numerology, and tarot in all my readings. September is a big month, so let's get ready. Love you guys, and I will see you in September. Bye, Pisces.